What's up? This your boy CJ Goodfella back with the Boston Clinic. My final words on Anthony Joshua challenging Charles Martin. Um, First, I just want to just take the time to really recognize that the UK, where they're having the fight at, is an amazing atmosphere. They're doing, the little final training that they're doing in front of the crowd, the media workouts, the press conferences. Shannon Briggs yelling "Let's go, champ!" at each workout, meeting with both of the fighters. I mean, it's just unbelievable atmosphere, and I just wanted to touch on that before I even get into anything about the video. Um, Boxing over there is huge. It's bigger than it is in the USA right now. Um, so I just want to take the time out just to thank the UK fans for putting this fight on a pedestal because Charles Martin is a virtual unknown that he doesn't have a stationary home in the United States or outside the United States, as we very well know. But he took the challenge to go to the UK to fight their most young, talented, bright star, Anthony Joshua. That takes balls. Not just a young star that has some potentials, that has some raw tools. A guy and Anthony Joshua with a full-grown man body, punching power out of this world, physical beach body, as he likes to say, with some real skills. To get into this fight now, everybody knows that I'm picking Anthony Joshua. Made that clear in the video that I dropped on Facebook, but I wanted to do a final words video on it on YouTube, of course. So the way I look at this fight, we know we have an Anthony Joshua right now. Besides him getting knocked on the chin, that's the virtual unknown. We seen Dylan White hit him on the chin, and he didn't react great to it, but he didn't react bad to it. He was more great than bad to getting injured, but it shows that he is human. His chin is can be tapped on. He's very hittable. Um, and with Charles Martin, that we don't know, he hasn't been through those trials and tribulations as far as we know. As far as I know, we hasn't been through those trials and tribulations. Anthony Joshua has been through them trials and tribulations with Dylan White, overcoming adversity and beating Dylan White. Charles Martin, we don't know. One key thing about this fight, both guys like to come forward. Neither guy is a fluent mover in the ring. Neither one of these guys are fleet of foot. Both of these guys are going to come forward. And whoever gets hurt first, I think the other guy will finish him off. And if that guy who gets hurt first survives, a hurt snake is a dangerous snake. And that goes in different virtues of life and definitely it fits the bill when it talks about boxing. I believe if that guy who does get hurt first survives and conquers and gets out of that round and able to refresh, recondition, reinvigorate itself in between the rounds and get a clear head during the next round, I think that guy that survived is more dangerous than the guy that just recently injured him. Of course, the guy that inflicted the pain can always re-inflict the pain, and the opponent's mind he knows that he can be injured, but is not sure that he can injure the other guy. But I think if that guy comes back, I think and injures the other guy, I think it's just going to be a classic heavyweight fight. The reason that I am picking Anthony Joshua, even though this video is not about that, I just believe I see more physical potential with him. He's been through the tribulation of getting tapped on the chin and surviving and keep fighting through. Charles Martin, he hasn't fought the best competition. Neither has Charles Martin. But I think Anthony Joshua and Dylan White, Dylan White was a better fight than any of these two guys that fought. I'm not sure about Charles Martin's amateur career. I'm pretty sure that Anthony Joshua had a great amateur career by him, I think, receiving the gold medal. Um, but this fight is just going to be amazing. I wish I can be at this fight and to be in the UK to see this fight. The build up is crazy. I think it's taking away a huge chunk for Manny Pacquiao and Tim Bradley fight, even though I'm covering that fight also. You think about it. Top Rank is doing everything to publicize that fight. But this fight is just building up steam over there. It's building up steam over here. I think this fight is the bigger fight. I think more people will tune in to watch this free fight on Showtime than pay to watch Manny Pacquiao later in the evening. Even though I will be tuning in to watch both, hopefully God willing. Um, but this fight is just going to be an amazing fight. We see two hungry guys, two big heavyweights, similar in stature. Just Anthony Joshua's a bit more cut up, a bit more swole. Charles Martin is more the traditional current heavyweight with a little flabby body, a little flab on him, but pretty thick, muscular. We will see. We will see. This is a dangerous fight for both guys. Charles Martin didn't have to take this fight. He could have took an easy fight and fought under a PBC undercard. He could have fought, I don't know, a Carlos Takem. He could have fought Steve Cunningham. He could have enticed him to come up. A Thomas Adamek before he did get knocked out, or Eric Molina. He could have fought a lot of different guys. Or Glass, whatever the guy he fought, he could have did a rematch with him once he got healthy. Maybe that is somewhere in the works down the line, who injured his knee. God willing that he does get healthy. He could have fought a Mike Perez. He could have fought a Brian Jennings. He could have fought a lot of more easier opponents than Anthony Joshua. This just gives me hope that if Charles Martin does win, I think he will continue to take on the tougher opponents, and he probably will go head up for Luis Ortiz. Anthony Joshua scares me if he wins this title, that he will babysit that title. He will not fight the best fighters for a while because they don't feel he's 100% ready for the upper echelons of heavyweights. Maybe he did. I heard he did batter Tyson Fury as an amateur in sparring, but that's exactly what it is. Sparring. People read too much into sparring. He's not ready for Deontay Wilder, Fury, Vladimir Klitschko, Alexander Povetkin. Those guys. Maybe he's ready for Joseph Parker. Perhaps. But amazing fight. Like both of these guys. Wouldn't be mad if any guy came on top. Just want to see a classic fight. A classic.